thanks for stopping by my channel today. I've never made a milk bath before. I've never used a milk bath, and I just think they look so fun. So I want to give it a go. So guys, let me give you a little story. My stories, I'm so sorry. But this kind of upset me, and I don't know. It may have upset me for no reason. But here's the thing. I don't know where, I think I was just on YouTube and it came up on my like homepage or whatever, recommendations. I went and watched this lady make her milk bath and she gave the recipe. I'm thinking, well, I really want to try that. You know, that sounds like that could be fun. I kind of had saved that video so that I could, if I made a video on it, I could give her credit for the recipe and all of that good stuff. Well, you know how YouTube will, once you watch something, they just inundate you with other people doing the same thing. So a day or two later, I was on my homepage and there's Keely at So and Che making her milk bath. And so I trust Keely completely. So I went in that one, and it was like 3 years ago. The first video I watched was posted 1 year ago, just to point that out. So I went and watched Keely make the milk bath, and guys, it was almost identical. That recipe was like, there may have been 1 or 2 percentages different, and maybe just done so that they could say it was not the same recipe. But honestly, I was so disappointed that this person, and maybe, I don't know, milk bath, maybe there's like this standard like formula that everybody uses, and it's not a copycat, and it's not somebody taking credit for another person's recipe, but it just sat with me wrong. So I don't know. I'm going to link Keely's recipe down below because I know she didn't take that from someone else and claim it as her own. And I'm not too sure that this other person didn't take Keely's formula and claim it as her own. So that stinks. You know, I almost gave her credit. That stinks that I almost gave her credit. If she took that recipe and is claiming it as her own, and then I would have given her credit for that, that would have made me feel bad if it was actually Keely in the beginning. So anyway, a little story there. Don't take other people's recipe and claim it as your own. At least give credit. Good night. We all start somewhere. I've never made a milk bath. I'm using Keely's recipe. You know, there's no shame in that. At least I don't think there is. All right, guys, so I'm going to get started, but I will link Keely's recipe or her video down below so you can see her make it. She probably has better information than I do anyway. But let's make milk bath. Let me show you my jars I got. I'm so ridiculous. I talk about getting rid of packaging supplies and ingredients that I don't need, and I go and buy bottles to make milk bath. But look at this. Can you see it? It's clear. Let me put it in front of my shirt. Yep, that doesn't work. It's clear. Isn't that cute? It's a little milk bottle, and it has a little milk bottle top thingy. I think they're adorable. So I had to buy buttermilk, and I had to buy milk jugs, or whatever these are called, milk bottles, for this milk bath that I don't know if it's going to sell or not, but it's so cute. So let's get right to it, guys. All right. So first things first, I'm going to get my Natrasorb and my fragrance oil in my bowl here. So I'm using Vanilla Kiss Chrysanthemum, if I'm saying that right, from Rustic Essentials for this. I think it's such a lovely scent. I'm just going to get this all mixed up. So the Natrasorb does a couple different things. According to Keely, it keeps the mixture dry, which I hadn't really realized that it's such an absorbent product that it'll keep it dry. And I guess that makes sense, right? What I had always thought Natrasorb was for was just scent retention. So it's going to hold in all of this fragrance, and it's just going to help it stay strong through the life of the shelf life. And it just gets to this crumbly consistency and texture. And that's what you're looking for. My strainer doesn't stay on this bowl very well. All right, baking soda is going to be next. And I am going to sift my baking soda in. All right, and then kale and clay. So both the baking soda and the clay will just soften the water. It calls for a lot of clay. I ran up and watched Keely's video again because it just seems like this is an awful lot of clay, guys, but this is what she used. I'm gonna follow her. She did put calendula or chamomile. I think it was calendula petals in hers, but I'm out and I didn't want to buy any more. So I'm just skipping the botanicals on this one. Let's put some milk in here, right? So I went and bought some buttermilk powder. Now, salts. I have a little bit of this European spa salts. I don't know, I got them from Wholesale Supplies Plus a number of years ago. I'm going to use those up, or try to use some of them up here. I have good old Epsom salts. And I have some pink Himalayan salts that I got. And these are all pretty well fine grain salts. That's it. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot my colloidal oats. So colloidal oats and ground oats are not the same thing. But if you don't have colloidal oats and you want to grind your own oat powder or oat flour, you probably could for this application. In a pinch, I think you would be okay to do that. You just may have more bits and pieces in the tub than with colloidal oats. Now we have everything. I have so many dirty dishes. Oops. Well, heavens. This is going to take forever. That'll work. So I have 9 ounces in this one. I'm going to put 9 in all of them, but I may kind of tamp them down and add a little bit more because I don't want it to settle and then look like there's like an inch of space. It did settle as I was making it. Quite a lot, actually. If you consider just in 10 minutes, it's already down here. And it started kind of, maybe a quarter of an inch, but in just a little amount of time that it was sitting here, it settled. That made 5. Plus this one. I'm going to get all the drippings. And I am going to maybe add just a little bit. I don't know how much to put in a bath. I think that's probably going to be enough for a bath. So I'm going to take a bath and see what I think about this. I'm going to hold on to this in case I need to top these just a little bit more before I lid them up. I'll probably do that tomorrow. So guys, I'll be back. I'll let you know what I think. I've let these sit for a few days, just kind of making sure they're not going to settle. The ones I bottled up a couple days ago, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. They did settle just a little bit, but I'm just going to be okay with that. There's not much I can do about that. I can't just let them set for a couple days and keep adding more powder or mix to them. These bottles come with these like little tops, and you just kind of press it Make sure you get it good and pressed. Look at that. Cute. My gosh. So I ended up making another batch. I took a bath and I liked it so well. I thought, you know, I have 10 of these bottles. I'm going to go ahead and make up a quick another batch. This one, I actually went ahead and put some rosebuds in there. The thing I think I made a mistake is I added the rosebuds too soon. I ground some up as well, but I left a few of them kind of whole just to give some interest, and they're so covered in the powder that you can't even see them. So I made a mistake, and I should have just kind of put those in as I was bottling them or something different than from the very beginning of the process. I want to make sure I got all of these really good and ouch. I gotta get my wrist brace back on. I hurt my wrist again. By doing nothing. It takes nothing. So this one is Moonflower. I used the Moonflower and Nectar fragrance oil from Candle Science. And that's going to be my label. Nothing crazy. Pretty simple. I mean, the labels may be not simple, but the size of it is simple. And, you know, this is kind of an expensive product to make. I think I have close to $4 in each container, each milk bath. And so that's not like super cheap when you consider what am I going to be able to charge for this. I did dust all these bottles off before I turned on the camera. Uh-oh, yeah. A little bit of a bubble. I'm going to take my gloves off. Hang on. This one is Vanilla Kissed. And there's Vanilla Kissed, if you can see it. All right, guys. There they are. Hopefully they'll sell. I don't know. Don't know till you try. Guys, it's actually been probably 3 weeks since I was down here making these milk baths, and they've been up in my room upstairs waiting for me to take pictures. So I don't even have them on my website yet. I have not been able to get pictures taken, but I'm getting there. I'm close. I'm baby stepping it. They're like in front of the window on the little stand waiting. Baby steps on my picture taking this fall. I really did. So let's talk about my bath. I really did enjoy the bath with this. I did find it to be quite a luxurious feel that the water has. Kind of like a salt soak, where it makes that water really almost gives it a viscosity when you have a salt soak. Not so much in this because there's more milk than salt, but it did give it a little bit of a silky texture to the water, which was quite lovely. I really just enjoyed the bath, and I loved the scents. I think I did, which one did I do? I think I did the Vanilla Kissed. I think. I don't remember now. It's been like 3 weeks. Look at this. Look how much that has settled. That's crazy. That's like a full-on inch that has settled. And this Moonflower did not settle. I mean, it's like barely 1/4 of an inch, if that, 1/8 of an inch. There's no settling there, so I don't know if you're seeing that. And I'm wondering, this one has the rosebuds in it. And I'm wondering if having botanicals kind of keeps things suspended throughout the bottle. This is really the only difference between the two. And look at that. That is, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but that is like right there. Crazy. So I did take these to a craft show, and no, they did not sell. They did not sell. But my product placement during this craft show was not ideal for these to sell. So where I was at, I had a weird kitchen countertop that I had put my display racks or whatever shelving on, and it was just a weird spot where I was at, and You know, it's my own fault because I did the craft show and I put me in the corner with this weird kitchen-y thing because I was just kind of desperation. I wanted a spot and I kept giving away my own spots. The countertop's a little bit higher. My shelving then is higher. These were on the top of the shelf, and people's eyes don't really travel that far up. And I knew that I would be having an issue with them selling or even being noticed that well when they were so far above eye level. Product placement on your table really does make a difference. I do have a video in mind of how I do my booth space now. I've changed it up a bit and I learned a lot. Having your products, that product placement terminology really does make a difference in how well a product will move off your table or not. That is something that was quite evident to me over my Covered Bridge Festival, and I wanted to take videos of that and show you like different things of what I was doing. So I'll have to maybe do a recreation. Maybe not. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. You know, are you sick of hearing me say that? You guys, thanks for watching. My stupid chuckle. I mean, I'm not going to say any of it. I'm not going to say you guys. I'm not going to say thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to chuckle. Bye. See you next time. Thanks for watching.